Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to some more Tank Warfare Tunisia. We haven't taken a look at this game in a long time, and one of the reasons is because, well, YouTube doesn't like monetizing this. So it does frustrate me, but nonetheless, you guys like to watch it. I love to play it, so we're going to go ahead and have some fun here. Now, in this particular battle, as you can see, I'm actually moving some guys over here to the post, I can't even read that, Lasuda, post Lasuda there. And I'm probably going to go ahead and also bring these tank units over here as well to assist. Basically, we are attacking, but we're also being counterattacked. I know, kind of weird, right? But that's the situation we find ourselves in. In fact, I'm going to keep this infantry unit, or all these infantry units, inside the actual sort of town over here. I think that's going to be important. If we take a look over here at the actual map, let's take a look. We're going to basically order our guys to do a frontal assault with most of our tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and actually get started here, basically. We're going to go ahead and accept the situation, and we are going to immediately initiate some attacks. So I'm going to take these units. I'm going to go ahead and right-click over here, and I'm going to order an assault. I'm going to take these units. I'm going to do the same thing. I want to get a nice close-up view of these beautiful, beautiful Deutsche units, these German units. I think that they're mostly Panzer IVs. There might be some Tigers in here, but this is really mostly a force of Panzer IVs. And that's it. We're going to get started, guys. And as I usually do in this game, I will come back to you guys when we get into some contact with the enemy. So, stick around. All right, guys, we've got some nasty incoming fire coming in here from the enemy. I just noticed, and basically what they're doing is they're dropping artillery right on top of this position here at the Post La Suda. So I'm actually thinking we're going to start moving some of these guys out of here. It's really frustrating when the enemy does this, but I mean, they're doing what the enemy's supposed to do. And they actually managed to kill one of our commanders over here, Marx. Completely dead, which, by the way, him being in the German army, I don't think he would last very long with a name like that. That being said, yeah, there's a lot going on here, and we are basically just going to try to get the heck out of this area right now. You can see that incoming fire. That stuff is pretty devastating, and believe it or not, that kind of artillery can absolutely disable a tank. I'm not sure if it can actually destroy a tank, mind you, but it can absolutely take a track off, etc. And as you can see, there's actually remnants here from previous battles. We might be fighting some Americans, although I think we're fighting mostly Brits. We'll find out when we make more appropriate contact. Just wanted to show you guys the dangers there of that arty. And I'm actually going to move these infantry units over here in the center a little more ahead, because it looks like the enemy is dropping that arty behind the lines. And thank God for that. Nonetheless, they still managed to kill 2 commanders. Pretty nice shooting there, guys, I have to say. I think they actually killed one of our tank commanders in the tank. Nope, nope, nope. He's here. That's too bad. It was Wenzel, and just one of those artillery strikes caused that devastation. Unbelievable. Okay, I think we're actually spotting the enemy right now. I definitely see something, and sure enough, looks like our tanks do too. Haryung is firing at that position. We definitely spotted something here. And I'm going to keep on moving. That's all I can really do at this point, is keep on moving and try to locate some more enemy troops here. Come on, Haryung. I might be totally mispronouncing that. It might be Harachung. It's kind of looks like a tough name to pronounce. Now, Schab and Buchfeld are pretty easy. That being said, yeah, man, we absolutely just had an issue there with some sort of enemy unit. But it was just a single unit. And I'm wondering what this is right here. I guess it's supposed to be some sort of dirt road, but honestly it reminds me of just an oil slick for all intents and purposes. Okay, we're still waiting. I'm not spotting any more enemies, but I think we need to get a bit closer before we spot them. As you can see, these are our boys moving into combat. I love the look of our tanks. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The Germans in North Africa had some really cool looking vehicles. There's just no doubt about it. I'm not so sure about the uniforms. I remember seeing German uniforms and being kind of disappointed. But in terms of their vehicles, they were beautiful. Now, I just spotted an enemy unit right there. So I'm immediately going to start attacking. Absolutely saw an enemy unit, and it very well could be a unit that could take us out and make our day very, very difficult. So I'm moving up with these guys. Come on, boys. Haryung may see something. I think he sees something. I need you guys to keep your eyes and ears ahead. So I'm actually going to order this guy, Schab, to sort of turn this way. And as you can see, he's more or less following my orders because I think that we're going to spot enemies over here on the road. Not the greatest position for the enemy to be, but hey, You know, I'm not the commander of the enemy forces. I have no idea what he's thinking. Oh boy, look at that. Wow, we've already got an enemy commander behind us. No wonder they were keeping their guns trained on that area. Look at that, guys. Let's get a close-up look and see if it is an American or a Brit. It's an American. Okay, we're definitely facing the U.S. In this battle. And that's a commander. I want to take that guy out, so I'm actually going to have Har-Jung focus on him and hopefully take him out here. Not in the greatest position, as you can imagine. Let's see where our other tank company is. So these guys, of course, we're sending them across the desert here to try and make contact with some enemy units. But so far, I don't see a lot. We don't see a lot of enemy units. So I'll be back, guys, when we make bigger contacts. Wait a minute. We've got to see some more of those artillery strikes. The enemy's definitely hitting us with those arty strikes, and that is frustrating. I'm actually going to set Siedler out there to make contact with the enemy units. In fact, we got that arty. Oh, Siedler, actually stay put, mate. Stay put. Just don't even move. Just stay put. That arty is deadly. All right, guys, we've got some contacts. Looks like some major infantry contacts over here. Our infantry spotted them first. That just goes to show you guys that, you know, the tanks really have a limited line of sight. That's just the way it is. Thankfully, we've got Hagel here. He's got his machine gun. Now, the gunner just got wasted. I'm hoping they're going to take control of that MG soon. Let's go ahead and get over there, man. Now, one of the things that I've always found really interesting about desert warfare or in North Africa during World War II is I think it would be really difficult, actually, to determine who the enemy was and who the allies were. You can see right here, for instance, our boys are doing a great job shooting at the enemies there, but the Americans have fairly similar uniforms. Really, the most telling difference is going to be the helmets. And I don't know if at a distance of several hundred meters you can see that. Look at that, man. A little bit of payback right there. After all that arty, we are just bombarding this area. You can see these guys. Some of them are grabbing their stomach. This guy's definitely wounded. He's got a radio on his back, or a radio line on his back, I should say. And we're going to keep firing, and they're throwing smoke. So they're definitely trying to cover their tracks here. I can't blame them, man. I think the best thing for them to do, though, is to surrender. We're absolutely using blitz tactics. You know, that's the only victory point, that beautiful town over there on the entire map. And we are basically going past it just to try and find some enemy units. So let's keep on moving. Come on, boys. Hope the enemy doesn't have any tanks, but you know what? Not that worried of tanks anyway. Most of the time, as long as the Shermans don't get behind us, we generally come out on top in a tank fight. Almost said a gunfight there, but I guess a tank fight isn't really a gunfight, or is it? It's tough to say. Look at those beautiful tracers, though. That is just amazing. And I think Jung will get the pleasure of taking these guys prisoner. We'll actually go ahead and follow him, see what he's doing. Achtung! Achtung! Watch the friendly fire, guys. Come on now. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's more. There's more, guys. They're all here in this wooded area, and that's a lot of American commanders. So we're going to go ahead and target everything in this area. Jung is kind of doing that on his own anyway. I think we're going to have to bring some infantry into this area to basically grab all the stragglers. There we go. Buchfelde. Just found some enemies. I love the dust being kicked up, too. It's one addition to this game that I think is awesome. And is that a Tiger? I think it's a Panzer IV. You guys, the World War II buffs here know the tanks so much better than I do. I always get confused. It still looks beautiful. A wonderful, wonderful vehicle there, but no, I don't think it's a Tiger. Could be wrong, though. Let's take a look at the Americans over here. So we definitely hit them hard, but you're going to see at the end of this battle that the artillery strikes that they did on us, we might end up coming out in terms of casualties with higher casualties. I mean, they really bombarded that town. Yes, I know Vodafone. We haven't paid my bill. Who cares? Who am I going to call? Let's keep going, guys. All right, I see another smoke grenade thrown there. And I'm just going to keep on moving through here. But really, I think it's going to take these infantry units over here. We're going to send them into this area. It's a dangerous job, but somebody's got to clear out this olive grove. Oh. We got a commander trying to run away. We've got a commander trying to run away right there. Nice shooting, boys. Our other tanks are going to get him. But wait a minute. Young just got hit. Did you guys see that? He definitely just got hit by something. It could have been friendly fire. But wait a minute. No. Enemy airstrike? We've got an enemy airstrike. I don't know why they're deciding to attack here. But hey, we get to get a cool look at an enemy airstrike. Why not? You know what I mean? That's way off. That's way off. Looking up in the sky to see if I see any of those planes. I don't see anything right now. I'm not too worried. But that airstrike will be coming in any time. Let's grab the rest of these boys. Actually gonna have to send some sort of scout units. It's kind of weird to be sending in tank scout units, but hey, you know, you gotta find something. You gotta find something. Am I right? Nope, still no airstrike there. Well, it does lead me to believe that maybe the enemy is situated in that area. So we're going to grab these guys once again, and we are going to go fast. Oh! There we go. And that just killed one of our commanders, sure enough. Wow. What did I tell you guys? They absolutely still have the ability to kill us. They just dropped some arty on top of our machine gunners, and these guys are finished. I doubt anybody survived that blast. Remember, with explosives, with high artillery, it's not just shrapnel that kills people. A lot of the times, especially during, well, just about any war, you're going to find people dead with no visible wounds. It's the internal injuries from the blast force of the actual explosion. So I'm not surprised that one explosion there took out an entire machine gun crew. Not in the slightest. See a lot of smoke popping up, though, so I'm guessing that we've got some more enemies in this general area. Let's get over here to Buchfelde. See if he spotted anything interesting. Oh. We got bombs. We got airstrikes. Airstrikes, boys. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. That's where the airstrikes are coming from. I had a feeling. We can actually see the planes if you guys look. I don't know if you guys see those. Right there is one. And I think they've spotted us, believe it or not. Man. He's really gaining some altitude there. Always like to take a look at this area. I'm going to jump here. I don't think there's anyone there because we've kind of run through there with our other tank group, but we might as well check. Look at that, man. They're just, I don't know why, but they're peppering this area with shots. Unless it's our planes firing at the enemy, I don't think they are. Oh, they could be. Actually, the enemy's returning fire, so these could be our planes. The enemy might be situated over here in this sort of rocky gorge area, and that's why we're sending these tanks over there to kind of check out the situation. Let's see what they find. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is where the enemy's been hiding all along. Yeah, I know. Moving through the desert is tough. You can see he's just kind of, it's almost like he's trapped in snow here. He's trying to kind of wedge his way through this this heavy sand, mud, whatever you want to call it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's definitely our boys. Those are Stukas. Those are our Stukas, boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, those are definitely Stukas. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Enemy is returning fire. We are going to attack this area with full force at this point. I'm almost certain that's where the enemy is hiding. Thank you, Air Force. We're going to have to thank Goring for that one. Let's go ahead and proceed. And I'm actually going to be doing a fast forward move. I'm not even doing an assault. I'm just getting these guys to that location as quickly as possible. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Got some more Stukas coming in. There we go. Nice. I love it. I love it. See if we can see any casualties. I'm not sure. I think with the Tank Warfare Tunisia, unlike a lot of the other Graviteam Tactics type of games, you can only see the casualties when you actually spot them in your Fog of War, which is different because in Graviteam Tactics, even with Fog of War on, if you kill a unit, you will see the body, which I think is interesting. Here we go, dropping a bomb. Oh, he's dropped something for sure. Let him have it, boys. Oh my goodness, look at that. This guy's smoking. One of our Stukas is actually smoking at this point. Wow. Give him hell. Give him hell. Unbelievably, there's still that officer there. I don't know how he survived, but there's absolutely still an enemy officer over here. Let's see if we can go ahead and just overrun this guy with Blom and a few of these other infantry units. Get him, boys. Get him. Oh, yeah. Nice little gunfight going on here. Sure enough. There are way more enemies in this area than expected, and that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. So here we go. Our guys are trying to get a little bit closer to the enemy. Maybe they'll throw some Stilhandgranats. I believe that's the way to say it. I've been corrected on that word so many times. Stilhandgranat. There we go. There we go. Nice. Oh, very nice. That's definitely an enemy commander, too. He's definitely tough, though. And I think we finally we've spotted those enemy units up ahead of us. That took a long time. Let's see how he's doing, how he's handling them. Oh my goodness, yeah, there are enemy units everywhere, and we are getting hit, man. We are definitely getting hit. They've got some AT guns here. This is looking pretty serious. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Come on now. I'm not sure if 3 tanks are going to be able to do much in this situation. I wish those Stukas had hit that AT gun, but it looks like they just missed it, and that guy is firing at our tanks. Let's get a look at them. Yeah, they are firing away. Our tanks are definitely opening fire on them, too. Just killed one of them. A few of them are just cowering in fear. But I got to say, they're pretty brave, man. They're still continuing the fight. Hopefully our Stukas can finish up the job. Good shooting, boys. Good shooting. They are eliminated. All right, we've got to be careful. There's still a lot of enemies around us. I think Stadler is going to spot a few of them. And sure enough, the enemy is calling for a ceasefire. I'm not taking it yet. I want to try to kill some more of the enemy vehicles here. Or not vehicles, but some more of the enemy artillery pieces as well. And I love that our Stukas are still completely able to hit these guys. Come on, man. Don't show your back to these guys. Stadler, or Stader, Feuer. Keep up the fire. Keep up the fire. See, there's sort of this gap. I guess you could call it a trench. Well, it's a trench, but obviously not a man-made one. A lot of the enemy are going to be hiding there for sure. And look at that. One of the Stuka bombs dropped right next. Well, not next, but pretty close to that gun. And it looks like they're trying to move it around a bit. Get back, get back. So many enemy commanders here. This is the reason I'm not accepting the ceasefire right away. There's just too many enemy commanders, and you know, wiping out enemy commanders when you're playing Graviteam Tactics is extremely, extremely important. You want to try to take away that leadership, and if the enemy doesn't have leadership, they're going to fall apart. You know, the leadership is kind of the glue that holds these guys together. Oh! Nice shot. I gotta give it to the enemy. They just hit Spangel in the front. Luckily, that frontal armor is pretty damn strong. See somebody, Spangel? Who's that? I think he's kind of waiting for the smoke to clear. Oh! Another hit! Man! All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and accept it, guys. I don't think that this battle was as crazy as I wanted it to be. Obviously, we've had some battles that are much bloodier in Tank Warfare Tunisia, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. You know, I always try to make a battle enjoyable. In this case, I think, you know, the enemy's greatest asset was their artillery. As soon as our Stukas came in and started dropping rounds, these guys were in serious trouble. All right, I'm going to take that ceasefire. Let's go for it. We're actually letting some officers get away here. Ooh, my goodness. They actually just got a perfect side shot on Seidler, and so it was a minor victory. So, like I told you guys, we actually had 11 killed on our side, 17 wounded, 17 heavily wounded, 2 wounded. The enemy 21 killed, 18 heavily wounded, 3 wounded. It was really even, actually. It was a victory for us, but to be honest with you, you know, with all those bombs we dropped, with all those rounds we dropped, I was hoping for a few more kills on the enemy. That being said, very, very interesting little battle there. Make sure to let me know what you guys think, and thank you again for watching, my friends.